Hello and welcome to the Trading Post podcast, where we unlock the secrets of business-to-business trade, dive into powerful networking strategies, and share my exciting journey of using a podcast to market my business instead of relying on SEO. I'm your host, Trader Stu. Hello everybody and welcome to the Trading Post with your host, Trader Stu, and it is Barter Thursday. And I wanted to talk about a new member that I just signed up, and I met him at a trade show swap. Not like a trade show like what we host in October, but it was over at the Bamboo, which is a small business co-op situation, pretty much, where business owners get together and we talk about the different things that is going on and how we can help each other. So what he does is 3D printing. And we talked a little bit, and he was selling toys there because, that's like the ideal thing to sell at, a situation like that. But he's actually got two storefronts, and he does kind of like prototyping, I guess you want to say, where he talks to engineers, and I give him maybe the blueprints, and he can rip up a prototype for them. Manufacturing, he told me he made a small part one time for a early 1900s, I guess, radio. And, they don't make the part no more, of course. So it was a little gear, I think it was, for the tuning. He's able to manufacture that little gear so the guy could use his, relic of a radio, and it probably works better than today's, But I was talking to him on my ride to a networking event, which if you haven't been to yet, come on out to Suzy Kids second Monday of the month and come say hi and do some networking and then pack some bags for the kiddos. That's what we do from 5 to 7 on second Monday of the month at Suzy Kids on Mound Road. Anyway, so I was talking to him on the way right there, and I was like, I don't really know what I can do for you, because I was telling him, he loves the idea of trade. He was like, oh, I want to, talk more about that. And I was like, I just don't think I have a market for you, bud, except for these toys, and maybe you can sell them like on our trade show one day a year, and then make it maybe hopefully enough trade to like kind of get you through or have some fun with it, at least at minimum. And then of course get, word of mouth marketing and get the name out there a bit better. And as we were talking, he was like, I got a bunch of supplies left, a bunch of, toys, or whatever you call it, from my 2 kiosks that I shut down from the holidays. So he rented the kiosk for probably 2 months, I'd imagine, right? It's from November to December for Christmas shopping. My stepmom buys a lot of these 3D printed gadgets, like gadget spinners, like fidget spinners, fidget toys for my stepson. And, he loves them. So he's got a bunch of that kind of stuff. I was like, dude, why don't we do that on consignment? Because I just signed up another company, a nonprofit. It's called For All God's Children. And anyway, they do things where they get these clothes and shoes given to them. And if they can't sell or give away, I guess it's giveaway, the shoes, then because the kids in inner city can't wear non-name brand shoes, like not Nikes or not Jordans, I guess. And because they'll get teased to death for, I guess it's called, what are those? And it's this trend where I guess you say, what are those? And it's bringing people's shoes because they're not a name brand shoe. It's terrible. It's crazy that these kids can't even wear free shoes because it's not worth the teasing, At any rate, so we'll sell those shoes, and they got boots and everything, like Caterpillars, and I'll buy some cats, most likely. I love cats, because they said you can't wear those because those are blue collar shoes, like for working man shoes. I was like, really? Okay, well, I could get it. I was in 6th grade once too, but I don't know. The time the Reebok pumps was big, and I had like one of the first and only pairs of Nike pumps in school, but I had to pay the difference on those suckers. They were like 120 bones back then. This is like I don't know, how old are you in 6th grade? Let's see, at 12? So in 1992, 93, something like that, I had Nike pumps, and my mom stopped at $50. She's like, that's it, $50. And the rest is up to you. So, you mow lawns and do whatever you got to do to get the extra 70. And I did it though, and I had these cool shoes. Anyway, we'll sell those on consignment for them. And he's doing the same thing with their excess toys that they have from their 2 kiosks that they had for the holiday seasons, Christmas and, New Year's and birthdays or whatever, I guess, in that time frame. And whatever's left is left. And they're just going to sit there probably until maybe the next season. Or he said he also does, I guess, farmers markets and what do you call it? Like craft shows? Yeah, he said craft shows. So, he'll sell them at craft shows and stuff like that, but that's not going to be February, March time frame. So I might as well get something for them. And that's what I want to, just kind of touch on base with. If you have anything, if you're listening to this and it's post, of course, Christmas, it's January now, January 13th, and you have excess supply from the holiday seasons, then hey, guess what? If it didn't sell for Christmas, sell it now and get something for it. I mean, you're only, you're going to lose if you don't. So might as well, or don't clearance it, and sell it at a loss or break even. Sell it at full price on trade, or at least try. The only thing you have into it is a 12%, commish, our way for doing all the running around legwork and emailing and, whatever else we do for you, the texting and the emails or whatever. So, you get a lot for your money for that 12%. They don't pay for it until after you sell it. So what else? Yeah, so overbuying. So you overbought for the peak season. I'm just kind of reading some notes here, making sure I hit everything. And then usually you get the discounts of 50 to 75% off for clearance sales. So just trade the unwanted toys or decor or apparel for services or repairs or supplies like MTA for MTA. And you can recover up to 65% of the product value through efficient exchanges and avoid liquidation losses. Something smart to do. If you join a trade exchange, see, people think that it's like, oh, I'm committing. I'm not committing. You are trading access, time, and capacity. We have, a window tinting place that takes trade in the off season, because in the peak season, spring, when everyone's like, oh man, the sun's back out again, I got to get my windows tinted. He's not really taking much trade, right? Because you don't need to. The cash business he's backlogged 6-8 weeks. So why take trade? But in the off season, his employees are sitting around, take the trade. Why not? What else we got here? I'm excited to see how this sounds because I adjusted my receiver volume and haven't really touched that in months. Just a suggestion that I saw from AI. So what else we got here? I don't know. I'm not going to really talk. That's it. It's under 10 minutes. There you go. Just something to say real quick about bartering. And me and this Anthony hit it. And I hope to be able to sell some of these fidget toys for him. And my stepson will love coming in here to work and see what we got, because he can buy some of this stuff on trade, of course. That's it. Whatever you guys do out there, be good or be good at it. Bye.